YouTube, what's going on? It's Black House Booking here with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you're old to the channel, you already know the vibes, man. Hey, man, Couchmas is here. We're dropping some rank lists and we're going to have a great time. I think you guys are going to enjoy today's video, man. Let me know if you agree or disagree. So today's video, we will be ranking the WWE women's roster for 2024. Now, this is the most updated one I could find as of November 2024. So I'm gonna go with this one. And let me say this, right? Let me say this, right? We all got our own opinions, y'all. Come on. Cut your boy a break, because I know y'all about to be on my head. That's neither here nor there, though, man. We got the shades on because we mean business, and we really gonna get into it. So it was from S to D or F or whatever case may be. I changed the categories. Needs work means this individual needs work, obviously. Needs a chance, which means I think this individual is pretty good, but she just needs a chance to actually show her talent. Very solid means this is an individual who's either solid on the mic or solid in ring. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too special, but I would enjoy just watching casually. A big time player is somebody who needs to be on TV every single week, who always has big feuds, big matches, big moments, things like that, and can't afford to lose. But let me go back to the big time player. They could still, be, if they went to another brand, another show, went to AEW, went to TNA, it is what it is, but can't afford to lose is someone who's a mainstay of WWE that they cannot afford to lose. And that's like the biggest of all the big time players in the company. And WWE would be hurting if this person left. So now that y'all know the categories, man, I want to get right into it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's see. I'm gonna try to go in order, but I'm gonna jump around because that's how I be doing. Let me get my mouse. I don't want to use the. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna go out of order a little bit. Let me go my New Jersey Queen, Liv Morgan, first and foremost. I think Liv Morgan is a big time player. You know what I'm saying? Whether you were tired of her and Rhea and the Dominic thing or not, the Dominic Mysterio angle with the Judgment Day has elevated Liv Morgan to another height. Had a failed first run as SmackDown Women's Champion due to bad booking, nothing of her own. But now she's the Women's World Champion and she's been killing it. She's been going with it. She's been doing some great character work and she's been, she's had decent matches in my humble opinion. So that's just me. So I think Liv Morgan is a big time player. Could WWE afford to lose her? Yeah, they still have more other individuals who, they really can't afford to lose. But Liv Morgan is teetering a line and I'm enjoying her run. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna go Maxine Dupree. I think I might mess some of y'all heads up. I'm actually gonna go needs a chance. I think Maxine Dupree could be someone like obviously she's a comedic character, but I think she's somebody who, if you gave her a chance to compete for a strap, that people would cheer for her. And if she won the strap, it'll be like an underdog story for the women. It's not that often that women have that underdog story that's like, oh my goodness, they overcome all the odds. I would say when Zelina Vega won Queen of the Ring, I think she went against Piper Niven, right? Like that was like an underdog story because no one would expect someone like that of that size and stature to win. But Maxine Dupree, she's actually kind of slim and tall, so like her, it's like a skill thing. Like if she was able to beat somebody like a Nia Jax clean or something like that, that would be like an underdog story. So I think if you give her one storyline like that, it would pay off. But obviously, people wouldn't want to keep seeing that like as a mainstay. Let's go to Can't Afford to Lose. Becky Lynch. I'm not the biggest Becky Lynch fan, but I know business and I can put my bias to the side in saying that Becky Lynch is a mainstay in WWE. If she went to AEW, Becky Lynch would move the needle off of her name and things that she's starting to do outside of the ring alone. And I think WWE needs to make sure that that contract is good. Whatever she wants, you give her because she's a big mainstay. Speaking of mainstays, Charlotte Flair. Even if Charlotte and Becky are on their way out within the next 5 to 10 years, you still need them to be lifers in WWE. Someone like a Charlotte Flair going to AEW would change things drastically because then AEW could reignite a feud between Charlotte Flair and Mercedes Moné, and that would be the top billing for the company, and people would tune in to see that. You don't want to give AEW that advantage. WWE and AEW both sign people just to hold them, but these are individuals who already got their own stock, their own name. So imagine if AEW picked up Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch, that would change things forever, in my opinion. I'm gonna put Alba Fire needs a chance. Why? Because I know Kaylee Ray. I know what Alba Fire can do on her own. I like Unholy Union, but where have they been? I don't know if anyone's hurt or whatever the case may be, but Alba Fire needs a chance to be a solo star. I mean, she killed it as the Women's United Kingdom, champion. So I think that she could actually do some great work, and I like that they changed her character up to Alba Fire rather than Kaylee Ray, and it was working. So I just don't know what the situation is. I think she could be a good solo star. I would love to see her in the Women's United States Championship tournament or the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament. Dakota Kai. This one is tough because I just said she deserved to be Intercontinental Champion, but I'm gonna say solid. I think Dakota Kai is solid. I'm going off of her whole career. She was more solid in NXT. Obviously, she was given more of an opportunity, and she does some really, really good work at NXT. But that first year of her being in Damage Control with just Bailey and Io Sky was really good. I think she did some great work. She had some good matches. Now it's kind of like I think she's gonna be able to get more solo, love, be more of a focal point of Damage Control. Even though they got beef with Pure Fusion and this person and that person, I want to see how far she goes in the tournament and if she actually wins the women's IC belt. But I think she's very, excuse me, I think she's very solid for now. Io Sky, big time player. I think Io Sky's a big time player for sure. She's really elevated. It's funny. Her and Damian Priest are two people who elevated once they lost the title, which is absolutely crazy in my opinion. But Io Sky is definitely elevated to a new height ever since losing her championship, and now so much so to the point where we want her to win the championship again, and that is absolutely insane if I do say so myself. So yeah, man, I'm gonna definitely say that Io Sky is a big time player, and I can't wait for her to be able to win the championship again. Is she gonna be Liv Morgan? I don't think so. I think we're gonna get shenanigans, but it's gonna be a great match, and it's gonna show even more that Io Sky is a big time player, and eventually you're not gonna be able to afford to lose her once y'all figure out how to book a successful championship run with Io Sky. Zoe Stark needs a chance, man. Zoe Stark is good, y'all. I'm telling you, go back and look at her work in NXT. Zoe Stark is good. And it's not about the look, it's not about she's talented and she does have personality. She just can't show it in the group that she's currently in. I think Zoe Stark needs an opportunity to become better. And the pure fusion stuff isn't working for me. Zoe Stark could actually be a decent comedy character if you just seen the stuff that Maxine Dupree just did with her when she like dressed her up, or whatever the case may be. I think Zoe Stark could be a person with more personality. I think she could work as a baby face. Bianca Belair can't afford to lose. That's a megastar. Do I have to say anything else? That's a megastar. That's a megastar. That's a megastar. You cannot afford to lose Bianca Belair. I'm telling y'all, man. She's got it all. She's got way better in the ring. In my opinion, she's better on the mic than what she was. And I think that Bianca Belair is really, really good. And I think that she's just somebody that can, be the rock the rock of the women's division. And we need the Stone Cold of the women's division as well. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair are two that you cannot afford to lose right now. Imagine if Bianca Belair or Rhea Ripley went to AEW, that would give AEW a ratings boost like you've never seen. Especially, I think Rhea Ripley would save AEW essentially, because then Tony Khan he likes to play to the fans. He's gonna do some stuff with House of Black with Rhea Ripley, with Julia Hart and Rhea Ripley, and he's gonna make Buddy Matthews have conflicting loyalties to Rhea Ripley and the House of Black. I think that would change things forever for AEW. So you don't want to do that. Let me show SmackDown some love. Let me go Mia Yim. I'm gonna go very solid. Um as far as needs a chance goes, right? The way I'm thinking about it is if they never got a chance. Mia Yim has had a title match. Mia Yim is currently in the United States Championship tournament. Mia Yim, she never captured gold at NXT, but she's made an impact in NXT before and now. Even helped boost up the women that they have now. So I think Mia Yim is a very solid competitor. I want her to be the first women's United States champion, even though I love me some Chelsea Green. I think Mia Yim has put in enough work to be able to afford that opportunity, in my opinion. With that being said, Chelsea Green is a big time player. Even without a solo strap, even without a tag team strap right now, Chelsea Green is one of the most over women in the WWE, and I think you keep her. keep her with her gimmick. The gimmick could survive by itself. She doesn't really need Piper Niven, in my humble opinion. But I think Chelsea Green is a really big time player. Now if you lose her, I mean, you lose her, you lose her. It is what it is. I don't want to say that you can't afford to lose her because I mean you have others who could either step up to take that role or position, or you just got enough to, she'll be missed, but it is what it is. But imagine a Chelsea Green uniting with Matt Cardona somewhere, whether it be on the Indies or they actually sign full time to a show. I think that would change things as well. Let me see. I'm gonna go Sonya Deville. Is it gonna let me go Sonya Deville? Yeah, I'm gonna go Sonya Deville. I'm gonna go solid, man. And it doesn't have to be just in-ring stuff. Sonya Deville is solid on the mic. I think her time as trying to be an in-ring badass is done. I think she is what she is, and we need to accept her for what she is. And that is basically a manager, a promo girl, a talker, which is absolutely perfectly fine. She did great as Raw GM, something that I didn't think would work at all, but it actually surprised me. So, and I like Sonya Deville, man. I always wanted her, Ronda Rousey, and Shayna Baszler to be the team that Pure Fusion is now, but that's not the case. And Shayna Baszler, I'm gonna needs a chance. I still think she can. If they were to just randomly let her win Money in the Bank and win the women's championship, I think she would have a good run. You would just have to make her intimidating again, have her choking people out, have her showing what got her to the big dance. This is a woman that was going toe to toe with Rhea Ripley at one point in NXT, having a great rivalry, having great matches. So I think that Shayna Baszler isn't done. I just thought they should have been made her a Raw Women's Champion. And speaking of going toe to toe with Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez is another one that also needs a chance, man. This stuff with Liv Morgan is not really her way back into me. I think this stuff with Liv Morgan is going to hinder her more than it's going to help her, in my humble opinion. But I like Raquel Rodriguez a lot. When she was Raquel Gonzalez, she was going absolutely insane on the NXT roster. She was such a badass. But then Vince McMahon told her she needed to smile, and then that's when things went downhill from there. It's not on her. It's on booking. If they want to make her dominant, she got to get a win over Rhea Ripley, and that could give her some momentum. Y'all say she's a charisma vacuum. I mean, everybody doesn't gotta be this bravado, swag, blah blah blah. Some people things could get over by being just awkward or being like Dominic Mysterio was the think about when Dominic first joined the Judgment Day. His promos were awkward. Everything he did was awkward. He would get scared of the pyro. Like certain different things work for certain individuals. You can't have everybody be the same. And I think she could do something different if given the opportunity. I'm gonna go Zelina Vega. Y'all know this is my wife to be. I'm gonna go very solid. She should be a big time player, but they haven't never used Zelina Vega as a big time player. I think Zelina Vega should definitely be a candidate for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. The first, I think Zelina Vega, with her stock outside of WWE, as a cosplayer, as a gamer, as a podcaster, being into anime, would significantly raise her stock and it would add value to WWE. It would bring more eyes to the product. But I'm putting her in very solid based off how they treating her. In my opinion, she's a big time player because if she took her talents elsewhere, I promise you that would elevate her to a high prominent position. This one is I'm extremely conflicted on because I wanted, you know what, I'm gonna give her respect. I'm gonna, okay. I'm gonna say that Bailey is on the can't afford to lose because she is just that good in the ring. She brings a lot of value to the women's locker room. And I think that Bailey is someone who's been treated. And I've said this before, people ask me what I mean by this. Out of the four horsewomen, I know we don't like talking about it, but I really feel like she wasn't treated the best out of them. Sasha Banks is also a candidate for that as well, but she's not here, so there's no point in even talking about that. Her with her short title reigns and always losing to Charlotte Flair. But Bailey is up there as well, man. If it wasn't for that heel turn, I think Bailey would be the one that they looked at as the odd one out because she's had great matches with the women and other women, but the accolades didn't stack up with all the other women. But now you could argue that she's got that respect. She has a good character. And like I said, I would argue that her role model character was better than anything any other the other women done just as character work. Because Charlotte Flair has always been Charlotte Flair. Now Becky Lynch, which became big time Bex, that was cool. But Charlotte Flair, she's always been Charlotte Flair essentially. Even as a face, she's Charlotte Flair. Sasha Banks being the boss and everything and being on Team Bad. Everybody's had something different for them. So I think Bailey, out of all of them, had the best glow up. If I do say so myself. Um, Nia Jax, I'm gonna go big time player. I wouldn't say can't afford to lose. I wouldn't mind seeing Nia Jax tear through Nia Jax versus Willow in AEW or Nia Jax tear through somebody in TNA. I think Nia Jax is a big time player. She's improved drastically. Survivor Series performance aside, I still think Nia Jax is a big time player, and I still think she has improved so much so that she should be given credit for that. Was the chair shots and the chair stuff bad for Survivor Series? Absolutely, but I still like Nia Jax a lot, and I'm a stick by her. I like Nia Jax. I've always liked Nia Jax, guys. People make mistakes in the ring. People get hurt. You got to learn to be safer. She's done that, and she's being too safe to the point where she don't want to make mistakes because y'all on social media are going to criticize her, and I'll give respect for that. Let's finally put somebody in needs work. Blair Davenport needs work, man. I don't know why she was called up. She wasn't ready. I think she could have done a little bit more in NXT. I know they did. They probably just didn't want to risk it. They probably thought putting her with Unholy Union was a great idea. Hasn't worked out thus far. I think Blair Davenport would do more service, would be way more serviceable if she would have stayed at NXT. And maybe she get, I don't know what she could have done. But Blair Davenport is either somebody who needs to go back to NXT and get some more reps in, or she just, maybe she's bound for AEW. Speaking of Cora Jade, Cora Jade needs more work, and I love Cora Jade. Don't ask me why I love somebody who needs more work, but I just do. Maybe it's the sentimental value, maybe it's the mainstay of knowing her for so long, but she's been hurt. That's out of her control. It's not much she can do. Freak accidents always, but at the end of the day, time is ticking. Um, by now she should have been a NXT Women's Champion, in my opinion. I think that they thought that was the trajectory for her as well, from skateboard gimmick to badass heel, but we couldn't even capitalize because she got hurt, which really, really sucks. But I think she needs more work. I think she needs to stay at NXT. I don't want to see her gone from WWE, but I think that eventually, if she doesn't get into a feud with Roxanne Perez, and if that feud doesn't pay off, then all this will be for nothing, in my opinion. Needs Scarlett. So Scarlett, right? Not as a women's wrestler. She needs a chance to get back on the mic, bro. Karrion Cross is killing it right now. Miz is killing it right now. But Scarlett doesn't even really get to do anything anymore because Karrion Cross is doing all the talking now. She did a little thing where Nikki Cross attacked her backstage. She did some acting or whatever the case may be. But keep in mind, Scarlett was the one building Karrion Cross's profile at NXT. She can talk. She can manage. So give her that opportunity to do that again. Jade Cargill is a big time player. I'm not gonna put in can't afford to lose yet because I know that if she did go to AEW, she would kill it and they'll put her pretty much in the same position. So I'm not gonna say that her going to AEW would change the tide because she's already been there. But I will say that Jade Cargill is a big time player. No matter how you feel about her in-ring ability, I think Jade Cargill is solid. I like Jade Cargill a lot, and I think she could bring value to the women's division. But um. We got to see what she does as a solo star. If she can't hack it as a solo star, then I'll agree with y'all and I'll say you might as well just you lost money on that investment. But I do believe in Jade Cargill. That's just me personally. Everybody got their own opinion. Kyrie Sane, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say she needs a chance. Oscar got the chance. Io Sky got the chance. I think Kyrie Sane should be awarded the same opportunity. Does she botch things sometimes? But that's because Kyrie Sane really goes for it. So I don't mind a botch if you're trying to do something spectacular. Like she's not botching just because she's sloppy. Kyrie Sane tries to do the craziest things aerial wise. So sometimes she misses the mark or she goes over the mark, and that's absolutely fine. I think Kairi Sane would be a great second, third, fourth women's mid-card champion. Ivy now, I'm gonna go needs a chance as well. Um, I don't know what she had the chance to do. I mean, I think she's in a predicament where she needs to be as far as being with American Made. I don't think she needs to elevate past that. Like if she was on SmackDown and she had the chance to be United States champion with this American Made gimmick, it would have made a lot more sense to me. But I don't think she needs to be women's IC champ. Um, I don't see Nikki Cross on this roster. but I'll put Nikki Cross in just solid if she was up here. Isla Dawn, I'm going to go needs a chance. Isla Dawn is very good to me in the ring. Not only does she look good, but she's very good. Um, I think she needs a chance to do more. But when you're in a tag team for the women's tag team division, it's kind of tough for me to say whether you're solid or you need a chance because you kind of got the chance because you were women's tag team champs. But I think Isla Dawn is someone who could do stuff on her own. I'm gonna put Rizzo in needs a chance as well. I've seen enough with her with her with the stuff with Nikita and the stuff prior to. I think she's good, whether it be just as a mouthpiece for the family, and I think she could probably do some good stuff in the ring. Tiffany Stratton, I'm gonna go big time player. Tiffany Stratton is on fire right now. They need to stop with this teasing the cash in thing before it gets stale and it gets old, which it kind of already has for me. They need to figure out how to book the Money in the Bank briefcases better because if we're waiting for WrestleMania for this, that is a big mistake. Big mistake. Naomi, I don't want my bias to show. I want to be shit. I'm gonna go big time player. At the end of the day, she was part of the big three, wrestled at WrestleMania. She's helped Tiffany Stratton build her profile and her experience. She's had matches with Nia Jax, and and Naomi, one of the people who actually did great in War Games. So yeah, Naomi's still a big time player. The WWE appreciate her. They wouldn't mind if she walked. They wouldn't like lose their mind if Naomi walked, because she has before. So. That's why I'm gonna put her in big time player. Candice LeRae is solid, super duper solid. One of the ones who has always been really, really good in the ring, just got some bullshit characters, and which really sucks for Candice LeRae. I think her size also hinders her as well. They don't really believe in her, which sucks for her and Zelina Vega, but it's some things you can't do. But what they've been given, they made the most of the opportunity. I'm gonna go Ava. I'm gonna go needs a chance. I think she's done well as a general manager for NXT. She fits the vibe of what the general manager is for NXT, and I actually salute her because before that, it wasn't looking too good. But I actually did think she was a decent manager for Joe Gacy and his group, and I think that they would have kept it going, that it could have worked out for her. Is she going to work out as a women's wrestler? That's still to be determined. But I think as a on the mic, she's cool. She's for her role she has right now, she's fine. I think I would like to see them take a chance. Maybe I should have said take a chance on this person instead. I don't think she's terrible. Does she need work though? You know what? She needs work. I take all that back. She needs work. Keep doing what she's doing, and I think she'll move up. Fallon, damn. Fallon Henley, I'm gonna go very solid. I always liked her. Ever since she was with Briggs and Jensen, right? That's who she was with. I always get them confused with the other motherfuckers. Whatever. Ever since she was in that stable, I thought she was cool with the cowboy hat, the fake Mickey James type shit. Now she's the fake Mandy Rose. I just want her to have her own identity. But you know what? The T move Fatal Attraction, I still think she's doing her thing. And it's funny that she's rose to prominence and taking over that group because I thought JC Jane was going to be the one to step up. But JC Jane is also very solid, in my opinion. I just think she is someone who would benefit from the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions being around because maybe that's her ceiling. Maybe she is a tag team competitor, but you took away her best tag team partner, which was Gigi Dolan, who I think actually needs a chance. She was hurt, she was out, but she should have been the beneficiary of that feud with JC Jane. JC Jane is not the Shawn Michaels of her Gigi Dolan. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Gigi Dolan is way more interesting as a character, and I a little bit like Gigi Dolan's in-ring stuff, a little bit more than JC Jane. If given the opportunity to see it, you guys will see what I see. Trust me. Let me move faster a little bit. Let's go Asuka. Asuka's a big time player. I would not mind seeing Asuka go back to New Japan and tear it up, but I think WWE would not be upset if she walked away because Io Sky has rose to so much prominence now that it's kind of like Io Sky is their mainstay, and they still got Julia on the back end, so they have a lot of wrestlers of Asian descent that's going crazy right now. So it's kind of like, well, if she walked, she walked. So that's my opinion on that. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Katana Chance needs a chance. I'm gonna go Kaden Carter needs a chance as well. I do kind of think Kaden Carter could survive better as a solo star because she has a different, distinct look than her tag team partner. But I like them as a tag team. They're one of the only legit women's tag teams that have been together multiple times and that they could do their own thing. Kiana James, I'm gonna go needs a chance. She's been hurt. I can't really speak for nothing that she's been going through because at the end of the day, she just needs a chance once she gets back. But they weren't going to do anything significant with her anyway. Miss Valkyria, I'm gonna go solid. She's a solid in-ring performer. She just needs a different character, and she just needs a feud that could bring her to prominence. But she's solid. She's not bad at all. And I'm being objective because I don't y'all know I don't really like Miss Valkyria like that. But I do acknowledge when I've watched her matches, I'm like, oh, this is damn good. She just needs more stuff to do. Natalia, solid. Very solid indeed. I think she's at the point where she needs to be the trainer for a lot of these women, especially in NXT. She's that veteran that needs to tell them to come to the dungeon so I could train you and get you better. She's solid. I think WWE can't afford to lose her from a backstage perspective and that she can help the women get better perspective, not as a mainstay on the roster perspective. Alexia Lopez needs a chance. She was doing very good with the original Legado del Fantasma in NXT. And then from there, she just hasn't been able to do anything since. She can't talk because Santos Escobar is doing the talking. She's just really suffering from the same thing that Scarlett is suffering from. Piper Niven, I'm going to say very solid. I like Piper Niven a lot. She's grown on me, but I always kind of knew she had it. But you know what I'm saying? She just needed more personality, which being with Chelsea Green, she's good. She's done comedy stuff. She's added more to her character, so now she could be a mainstay on the roster. Ariana Grace needs a chance. If you've never seen Ariana Grace with her Instagram stuff, the stuff she's doing with TNA and her pops, Ariana Grace is good. Ariana Grace is good. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I think she could be a very good comedic character on the main roster. Like Carmella used to have me dying on the main roster. I think Ariana Grace could really be something good for the main roster. She's hilarious, bro. That's just me. That's my opinion. Okay, the NXT women's roster is the one that's gonna catch me because I don't pay attention to everybody, but Jasmine, I'm going to say she needs a chance. I think she doesn't. I think the team with Fatal Attraction kind of needs her more than she needs them. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, not gonna lie to you. I think she's good. I'm so mad when it was Kalani Joyner that did that gauntlet match. She lost so quick. So I know Jasmine is better than that, but I think she needs a chance. I think she needs a chance to branch out her own, and I think she could do some good stuff. Uh, Lola Vice, I'm going to go. So with the NXT women, I'm also doing it based off of the position that they're in right now, not comparing it to Raw and SmackDown. So I'm gonna say Lola Vice is solid. That Lola Vice is solid for NXT. She has some cool matches. She's done some cool things. I think that obviously she's a crowd favorite, and I think that she can elevate past that. And now remember, for NXT women, I'm doing it as in comparison to the people on their roster. I think Jada Park is a big time player. I think she's reached the height of her popular. Well, for NXT, she's reached the height of her popularity, and putting a strap on her would just shoot her to the moon. And I think Jada Parker is somebody who you want to be on NXT for like at least another 1, 2 years because if she gets some title reigns under her belt, she's the most natural talker on NXT. She's the most convincing and believable on NXT as far as the women go for myself. And with that being said, I'm gonna go Sol Ruka needs a chance, bro. I'm tired of seeing her not have a strap, bro. Sol Ruka is fire, bro. Like I love her the Soul Snatcher. I love everything about her. I love her moveset. Her moveset is so fun to watch. I just think she needs a chance to do something. Do I think she's gonna be the next NXT Women's Champion? No, not yet, at least. Take some time. Nikita Lyons needs work, and it's not her. I like her move set. It's like I've said to multiple people, she might really have a Zion Williamson situation where she's not even fa she has a body of a woman. She's not fat at all. She's very athletic. She's in shape. But I think for her knees and the stuff that she does, if she lost like 10, 15, I promise you she'll probably move more slicker. But it's just like Zion Williamson. He lost that weight. He was still getting hurt. Sometimes they just know how to do things with the weight that they're given. And she's, like I said, Nikita Lyons, she's Nikita. She's not fat at all. But I think that she put in a lot of like trouble on her knees for real. Like both of your knees, and you're only 25, 26 years old. Like that's kind of a bad sign, but I'm rooting for her. Speaking of Miss Jordan, big time player for sure. I think she just needs to improve on her mic skills. That's the elephant in the room that no one wants to talk about. Her mic skills aren't the greatest. I'm being objective. I'm not being biased. Her mic skills are not the greatest, but her in-ring skills won me over so much. But it's little things on the mic. It's like the nuances. It's not that she can't talk and she's stuttering, da 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 da. It's just she has to know how to play the crowd better and bounce off her opponent in a promo battle a little bit better. I think Lash Legend is. This one's tough for me because I would actually, you know what? No, mm-mm. Needs a chance. Okay, I say Lash Legend needs a chance because with her size and her figure, she's so imposing that she could be taken as a serious threat to the NXT women's locker room. But her and Jakara Jackson are in a tag team, so they're gonna keep going after the women's tag team championships on the main roster, which is absolutely fine. And I think Jakara Jackson has been very solid. I've said this is my sleeper that you guys have been sleeping on for some time, bro. The stuff that she does with Lash Legend is great. Their tag team moveset is great. Her moveset alone is great. But I think Lash Legend is the one to become NXT Women's Champion. I think Jakara Jackson is the one that's going to be a solid performer that could maybe have a Sasha Banks Bailey type of rivalry with Lash Legend going down the line. And this is the one that needs a chance the most to me. I think Thea Hale is better than Maxine Dupree. I'm comparing them because they're pretty much in the same position with being with Chase U and American I mean, Alpha Academy, but I think Thea Hale is better than Maxine Dupree, and I think Thea Hale needs to be on her own and be taken serious as a competitor. The stuff she was doing with JC Jane was the highlight for me, and I really wish that she could have built off of that. Speaking of needs a chance, Tatum Paxley. I'm happy Tatum Paxley got a title shot, but Tatum Paxley is better than a lot of the women on the NXT roster. Definitively, Tatum Paxley is better than a lot of the women on the NXT roster. Mark my words. I'm telling you this. She's better than a lot of them. So, but she's not in that position. She's better than Cora Jade. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, Julia. Julia is can't afford to lose. Let me get this out the way now. They don't have Zarya on here, but Zarya is a big time player. And Stephanie Valkyrie is also can't afford to lose. These two signings are going to change the wrestling game. Mark my words, they already changed the landscape of NXT drastically, and they haven't even been here for 5 months yet. But I'm telling you something, when these two get to the main roster, where they get more accolades at NXT, they will be the two primetime players, the ones who they always want to have a good wrestling match. They're going to book a feud with these two. Mark my words. Hey, Ren Sinclair needs a chance. I'm happy she got the dub. I'm happy she's gonna be well, if you're seeing this video, you're probably seeing this on Sunday. So I don't know what happened with the Iron with the women's Iron Survivor, whatever the case may be. I'm just happy she got in, and I'm happy she got a win on NXT on last Tuesday. So shout out to Ren Sinclair. She's someone who's been brought to my attention. I've been paying more attention to as of lately, and I like her. I like her intensity. I like how she throws punches. I like how she sells. I like everything about her. I like you. I want you. We could do this. Never mind. Um, do I want to keep going? Because I'm gonna be honest. All right, so I do pay attention to Carmen Petrovich, and I do see Roxanne and Wendy. Okay, so I could go. I'm gonna leave the rest of them in needs work because I don't know them that well. Um, you know what? I think Carmen's solid. I don't know if she's gonna be a champion anytime soon, but from what I've seen from her, she's pretty solid. I am not a big fan of what's been going on with the current storyline that she's in. But at the end of the day, at least she's in something, right? So I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, man. Brittany needs work. Maybe not in ring wise, but nothing of significance. Carly Bright, in my opinion, nothing of significance. Izzy, nothing of significance. Mm-hmm. 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 Roxanne Perez. Where did I put Roxanne Perez that fast? Where did I just lose her? Roxanne Perez is can't afford to lose. That is one of your best under 30 performers that you have. And she's improved drastically. You found the mark by making her a heel instead of a baby face. But we all know when she gets on that main roster, she's probably going to be a baby face again. But now we're going to like her even more. Roxanne Perez should be a mainstay on that roster, should be a mainstay in WWE. You try to keep her as long as you possibly can because she can be the next one. Mark my words. Wendy Chu, solid. Wendy Chu, her character is her character. I don't expect her to be women's world champion, but I like what she does. And I appreciate it. Especially they went from the face sleepy time to the heel sleepy time, and I like it. Now, as far as the people that's left, right? I mean, Alexa Bliss is a big time player for sure. I won't put her in Can't Afford to Lose because she's not around right now and they're doing well. Carmella is very solid, I would say, for what she's done in her career. I think that they will be happy to have her back. I think Shotzi is someone who needs a chance. Shotzi is someone for me who's always been very good. I thought after when she competed in that War Games match that she was going to get a real chance because she was having a lot of momentum, but they really just halted her momentum. And then Valhalla needs some work. She's the for me, I think out of the whole Riot Squad, I think she's had the most lackluster career. I'm not trying to compare it to her homies, but that's just how I look at things sometimes. And I think if Ruby Riot didn't get hurt, I think she would have been doing better in AEW. But yeah, that's my opinion. So this is my list, guys. There you go. Let me know what you guys think, though. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for love, support as always. I appreciate you guys so much for everything that you've done. And we doing Couchmas, man. We doing Couchmas, man. Never give up. Keep going, pursue your dreams. And I hope you guys enjoyed the list. Let me know what you think though, man. Peace.